And so now we look at the mass data, and basically the mass data is a compilation of all your soldiers' inputs that you have inputted on the add new soldier screen. So if you had 20 soldiers that you just entered, each one of them on this add soldier data screen, they would all show up in one mass data of every field on this screen. And as you can see, it is very lengthy. Each one of these a field of the add soldier screen populated to this screen, and you can look at each one of them individually. You can sort, see how many PFCs, all on a grand scale snapshot of all your soldiers. You can write your memos. You can't print because that would be a very lengthy sheet to print, and you can't do any adding or updating. This is for viewing only. Everybody as a whole and how much information you have, and you can also see where your blank spots are at. Like here, you got a blank spot there. But you know the soldier is qualified, or you know the soldier has a data rank, and you know it needs to be filled out. Well, there are other screens you can input that on. Okay, so this is just for viewing. Okay, so you exit here, and these are each one of these in the data, mass data is broken down into each one of these categories. And if you pull these screens up, they're automatically populated with the information that you inputted on the add soldier data screen. And if you need to update, you do your updates on each one of these. And so the automated leader book continues to support what we were trying to do with the product, as far as one soldier in many categories and one soldier to one category, or many soldiers to one category, which is in this case many soldiers, one category, and that is promotions. And so you can look at them on all one grand scale, on one snapshot in regards to promotions. If you saw something you needed to change, you could change it here. Okay, female. If you exit, it will save on exit. There it is. Or you can save right here. If you pull up the view print report, you must save before you pull up the report. And we'll change that back to female, a male, and you just double click in any field and you see your blinking cursor. Backspace, save here. You always save before you go to review print or view print. And the form is right here ready for you. Now, a few things you can do in all of your view print screens. You can print to PDF, or you can save to Excel. And we've already saved in Excel, and we'll let you look at it. In each one of these fields, you can do different things. Each one of these fields, you can do different things. You can change it if you want to. You can do whatever you want to do pertaining to that Excel will let you do. You can do your mathematics. Okay, you can add, do whatever you want to do that Excel will let you do. You can manipulate all of these, change them, and so forth. So that is what Excel, that's what the automated leader book will let you do, in contrast to the traditional leaders book. The leader book will not let you do this without great pain. You will have to go through each one of them, each one of your separate soldier separate soldier pages, and write down those tabulations and rewrite each soldier's name and rank and so on. You don't have to do that on the automated leader book. Everything for you is right here on each one of the screens. Here's a total of how many soldiers you have, and to go a step further, you can either filter by rank, who's promotable, and so on. Data ranks, where my PV2s at, right there. Where my sergeants at, right here. I don't want to see PV2s. I don't want to see PV3s. I just want to see my sergeants right here. So this is the kind of thing that the automated leader book will enable you to do. And we'll exit here, and if I wanted to delete a line, I would simply highlight the entire line by clicking on the outer left and clicking on that X. The X deletes everything. An entire record is gone. Harrison is no longer in your database, and if you want to enter a new soldier manually by hand or an empty line, you can press on the plus sign and it'll put it right there. You can save, and your database is saved. When you get rid of the soldier and you exit, you must save it. If you don't save it, it will not be there. Or if you just exit, it will be saved automatically. Okay, so let's get rid of that line right there. It's a whole line gone. Now I can either exit or I can save, and the line is gone. Okay, or the new soldier is gone. If I wanted to, there's always a line left. Okay. Just to show you, it's always a line, an empty line. Okay, but it's not a record that's there. Now you see, like I said, all of these are little splices of that mass data. You go down to licenses. This is a very interesting one, because here you have different types of vehicles that you will encounter. And like I said, you can save, manually input some things. Okay, the soldier's now qualified on the quarter-ton truck, so you can write all his information down here. All of these fields will be set up for you. We didn't fill in everything because we just put some values in just to give you some instruction, but you can, Humvee, and the date he was qualified. If the same soldier is qualified on a 2.5 ton, you know, you can write, you know, Deuce or whatever the whatever cargo carrier he's qualified on right there, and then you save it. If you want to view print, here you go, all your soldiers right there on one screen, how many soldiers assigned, and so on. Okay, and if you wanted to view license by rank, there you go. Where are my PFCs that can drive a 2.5 ton? Right there. Where's my E2s that can drive a 1/4 ton? Right there. I don't want to see anybody else. I just want to see my sergeants right now. All my sergeants that I can have shotguns right here, and so on. And it's very fun, and you can manipulate this without going through great pains of looking through your traditional leaders book. Right here is tips on every one of these screens, particular to something or some fact about the screen that you're looking at, and then you can exit here.